Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna teach you guys some epic crap right now. If I can find you on here. Here you are. Okay, let me share. Hey, how's it going? How to create epic content daily. This is something people ask me all the time. So I'm just gonna teach you guys right now. Let me share this really quick. Sharing. I hope everybody had a good weekend. How to create epic content daily, on the daily. You guys are gonna shit when I tell you what this is. Hey Jillian, hey Caitlin. You guys are really like, I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna fucking say it. And I've actually never taught this before, so I'm teaching something brand new that I've never taught before. I've never said before. Hey Ralph, hey Jillian. I've never said any of this. Hey Gina. Hey girl, hey. Okay, if you're new to me, please comment below. Let me know this is your first time. Let me know you're new to me. If you're my tribe, please just send me a bunch of love because I love you too. If you get value from this, please share it. It actually helps me to reach people that I'm meant to be supporting. And that's all for that. Hold on, I gotta share this to one more place. Okay. How to create epic content daily. Oops. Sorry guys, 1 second. Done. Okay. Hey. All right, so here's the deal. I'm totally just gonna say this. Oh, Jillian, it's your first time. Welcome. I'll come stalk you after. I'll come stalk your page. Get to know you. I really do like to I try to stay up and get to know and get to meet every new person that's coming on so I can meet new people and see how it's going. Okay, so interestingly enough, my ex came here and I was like, he's, building his business and, doing his own thing. And so I just asked him like, hey, what would you like to learn? Like if I could teach you anything, what would you like to learn? And he said how to create really powerful content daily. And I realized this is something I hear all the time. It's something I've taught in my programs and I teach literally breakdown processes in my programs on how to create content daily. By the way, right now we have a flash sale on the Money Making Facebook Lives. That program, everybody flipped the fuck out about that program. People got massive results. So basically it was all the skills that I used in my Facebook Lives, how to build my business. I went from 0 to 390K. Actually, it's 90K, not 80. 390K in just 12 months. And I was a nanny making $400 a week before then. I had no business skill set. I had no email list. I had no networking lined up. I had nothing. I just literally used Facebook Lives to make that kind of impact and results. And it's what I teach in that program. So that's mandyperry.com. I don't know if my team's on here, so I'm just going to drop the link for you guys. And you can check that out. Doors close soon because we're just doing flash sales. So it's a program I already ran. I'm in there for 2 live Q&As so you guys can ask me anything in the group, any questions you have on anything, including I teach you guys a breakdown process for all of the things you need to know. All right, I pinned it to the top for you. Okay, so that's the business stuff, right? That is the program I'm doing right now. And really everybody flipped out about that program. That's why I picked it first because it was a big result. So how do you create content every single day that you feel is powerful content, right? You feel good about what you're creating every single day. Hey, Lauren. And this is what I realized. Most people think that creating content every day is about learning. I'm going to absorb books and I'm going to absorb, I'm going to do these online trainings and these webinars and I'm going to get fucking certification after certification after certification. I'm just going to keep getting certifications until I'm the certification guru, which did you know damn good because you didn't actually learn what you needed to learn in order to become a teacher or a thought leader in this industry, right? You hear what I'm saying? You know your ass is called. If you're on my page, if you're anywhere near this kind of stuff, then you have been called to be a thought leader in this time right now. You and I both fucking know it. Now, what's not going to get you there, I don't know if you guys know NLP at all, right? But I'm a neuroscience background. Just literally having, thanks, Michael. Just literally having an understanding, a basic understanding of what's going on. If you keep absorbing content without implementing it into your life, you will get a shutdown. You will get Fritz brain, right? You will get information overload and then you'll start panicking that you're not remembering things and you're trying to implement everything and it's a complete shutdown. Now, this is just I know you've had that experience. Like everybody's basically had that experience already. But what I'm saying is like, this is actually how the way your brain is structured. This isn't like just a unique thing for you. That's the human condition. Your brain is wired so that if you're like just absorbing content from everywhere and you're not implementing this stuff, your brain will fritz. It will just start to shut down. And that's like a biological thing. That's like just a survival thing. Like you need to be like, hey, I just touched the fire with my hand and now I'm pulling my hand away and I'm going to implement safety measures to not like be near the fire. So maybe I'll build a fire pit instead of just letting it rage everywhere, like whatever the fuck. That's a terrible example. Yes, Richard, fucking right. That was a terrible example, but you see what I'm saying? Like biologically, we're wired to learn something. Like, oh, I ate this berry, it was poisonous, and then she died. So don't eat the fucking berry. So let's tell everybody not to eat the berries. Now, if I watch somebody eat the berry and die, and I did nothing with the information, there's going to be a level of anxiety that's built up inside of me, and like people don't get like that's what happens. And especially when you're a knowledge-based entrepreneur, when you're a thought leader in this industry, when you're just like I'm a learning nerd, I'm just going to absorb everything I can. Like I literally have clients that are like, I sell oils and I'm an energetic healer and I'm a health coach and I'm a business coach and they're just fucking absorbing machines from like everywhere around them, which is really beautiful. It's really incredible, right? Like I love it. I love seeing that. We're just absorbing machines. We're like fucking sponges and we want to learn everything. Now, if you don't implement the shit that you're learning, which I know most of you aren't, most of you are not actually following through and implementing to mastery the things that you're learning. Just imagine how different life would be if we actually learned something, made it our own, applied it how we needed to our life, and then learned something else, made it our own, applied it to our life. Instead, what most people are doing, I didn't even know I was going to teach you guys any of this shit. This is a total side note, just so you know, but I think it's valuable for you guys. So, if you're absorbing and you're not actually implementing into your life, you're just what most people do. And like, this is something I cover in the Money Making Facebook Lives. If you're new here at bandyperry.com, flash sale, Money Making Facebook Lives program. It's definitely my most popular program I've ever had, where people freaked out about it and raved about it. Okay. So if you're absorbing the shit and then you're not implementing it, but you're absorbing and regurgitating it to people, it's not the same. It's not the fucking same. The reason why my business is so successful so fast and why my clients get results and are constantly up-leveling and shifting their belief systems and their whole fucking life is changing, right? Evolve, the doors are closed for Evolve, but that program is next level bad-assery. Like, it's literally everything required for us to evolve into the next level us over and over and over, which is not things that you would normally think about, right? Okay, so if we're the kind of people who are absorbing things and then regurgitating them, absorbing and regurgitating, and you think that your business is going to be successful doing that, you're sadly mistaken. Like, unfortunately, most people never fucking hear my message, which is why I'm telling you, please share this. When we're done this, please share it. I know I swear sometimes. I try not to, but it doesn't work very well. But you can share it anyway because this message is really powerful, right? So what I'm saying is, absorbing and regurgitating is not going to build your business. Anybody can do that. There's a piece missing, and it's a really huge piece that is missing from this. And that was what I was just sitting here and I asked my ex, like, what would he want to learn? And he told me, and I was like, well, what would be my one message if I was going to teach you? Because like I teach you in my programs, I teach you step by step, basically all the things to do to create powerful content every single day. And they're really powerful things that I teach. They work, right? But I can't believe I never thought to say this. I never thought about this piece right here. And it just came to me and I just decided to hop on a live and share with you guys. So here's the missing piece that I feel like is missing for most people. We're knowledge-based, we're nerds, we absorb a bunch of shit, and instead of taking the time, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. I've actually given this example for this type of thing before. I've taught that if you absorb a bunch of shit into your brain and you don't actually implement it, and then you're regurgitating it, or it doesn't matter. If you're just absorbing without implementing, you will go into shutdown mode. You will go into panic, into overload, into overwhelm. So part of the reason you might be overwhelmed is just because you're absorbing too much shit that has nothing to do with anything. And you shouldn't be fucking watching the episode or the webinar about how to make 10,000 people on your fucking Instagram when you don't even have anything to sell yet. And you should be fucking creating a sales page or coming up with your deepest message. Wow, I saw the clock at 11:11 and now I saw it at 1:11. That's so weird. And I was on trainings both times. I can't even believe that's so weird. That's cool. I take it. Okay, so here's an example of that. You heard of how most comedians are very depressed, suicidal. They tend to be alcoholics and drug addicts. And the reason why is because this thing happens where they're in life and the funny, happy, light moments, like the goofing off bullshit, the shit that makes us like belly laugh and it's so hilarious and like we're just really enjoying it. It's really funny, which are some of the most precious moments in life. Like I gravitate towards anybody who makes me laugh. I love running jokes that go on forever, and like people in my life that have friendships that like there's all these running jokes from how the joke just kept evolving into this hysterical joke that has like 7 different legs to it. It's like an octopus just floating around just making me laugh hysterically. Like those are my favorite people in the whole world. Like I value them so much. They're so valuable to me. So it's because that's a really powerful thing. Now what happens is, now watch this for a second. I'm about to rock your motherfucking world. Are you ready? I am gonna rock your world. So now we know the science behind it, okay? I've already taught you that. If you missed that, go back and watch this on the replay. But just listen from here, you'll still understand. Okay, so we have these comedians and they're looking for moments in their life that are funny in order to be able to use in their skits. And what happens is, instead of engaging in the moment and just being present for the funny and the humor and the enjoyable moment, they end up translating it straight into their brain into how they're going to use it in their skit, and they miss the fun of the fucking moment. They miss it. It's done. So all of a sudden their life becomes this life where the funny isn't funny anymore because the funny is work. And they get depressed and they get anxious and they get overwhelmed and they like life stops being enjoyable, and every fucking second is work because they're always scanning for the next skit and they're just always on duty. Now, if you're a thought leader in this industry, if you know you've been called to greatness, you've been called to change the fucking world, you have a deep message, you want to heal, you've been through the motherfucking like hell and back, and you're the person with the buckets of water just going to everybody else who's still on fire while you're, you know, still burning and still healing, you're a thought leader. Like you're called to this, like you're an epic person. And of course, this is what your work is now. The danger is that you're gonna absorb a lot of shit. You're gonna learn without implementing. And when you do that, what you're doing is when you're constantly thinking about how can I take this and translate that so I can have powerful content every day, you're missing the growth yourself. You're not growing. You think you are because you have head knowledge, but that doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Let's take my current program, the Money Making Facebook Lives, right? Let's say you join my program, we get off of here, you join the Money Making Facebook Lives, which is stupid cheap right now, by the way. It's like a flash sale. Okay, so you go join the Money Making Facebook Lives and you come on and I teach you how to do motherfucking Facebook Lives. So now you have this knowledge on Facebook Lives. You know how to show up really powerful as a high level leader in this industry and get fucking results. You know how to sell, you know how to do it with heart and love. You know how to call their ass tomorrow. I teach you all of the skills that you need on the Facebook Live. You know all the tech, you know everything that you could possibly need for a Facebook Live, and then you don't do Facebook Lives. What the fuck good is it that you know how to do a Facebook Live if you don't do the Facebook Live? So obviously we have to work through what's stopping you from showing up as well. That is the implementation piece. That's the piece where you're actually implementing. Somebody just asked to be on my video. That's never happened before, and I don't know him. Sorry, you can't be on my live. Sending you love, but that's a no. Okay, so the piece that's missing is that people will absorb shit and they will know it and they think they're growing, but you're not fucking growing because you're not actually doing the work to become the human being who has the seasoned result to teach about. So if you want to know how to fucking create powerful content every day for your clients, it looks like you doing the work every single day to have the fucking result that you now get to teach about. That is the most powerful content. This is why my shit's always so powerful, because I do it. I learn something and I fucking implement it and I do it and I stay in it and I stay in it and in it and in it and in it and in it until I get the fucking result. And then I've learned all the lessons and all the things. I know all the experiences. I know what it fucking feels like. I know I can predict what most of you guys are gonna fucking do. I can predict what you're gonna say. I can predict what you're gonna say next week, and I can predict what you're gonna say in 2 months, and I'm happy to be surprised. But if you're not implementing, if you're not showing up and doing the fucking work, if you're not calling in mentors and investing in yourself and letting yourself stumble through shit and letting your ugly be exposed. Because if everybody, this is the human nature, is to gravitate to doing, like, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm good at because it feels good. I feel confident, I feel safe, I feel like I'm powerful and like I'm a good person and like I'm disciplined and look at me, I feel so good doing all these things I'm good at. I get it, and that's normal and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if we don't allow ourselves to go into the spaces around the things that we suck at and start admitting the bullshit that we're telling ourselves and admitting how we're fucking up and what we're doing that's wrong or what's out of integrity or, you know, what addiction that we have or what bad relationship we're stuck in or what is consuming our time and Netflix and whatever the fuck and the food we're binging on and whatever's going on in our life. Like, if you can't go into that space and look the fucking, you know, the darkness right in the eye and be like, I don't fucking need you anymore, and have an answer as to why you don't need that anymore, you're not going to implement. So what's going to happen is you're going to keep learning. You're going to keep bullshitting yourself, like the story that I'm growing and I'm look at me, I'm expanding and I'm this, like, what's the word? I can't even think of the word because it's hilarious right now. What is the fucking word? I'm not evolving. That's the name of my program. Yeah, I'm whatever it is they call themselves. Like, I'm becoming an enlightened person. Like, I'm getting enlightened, and I'm like why can't anybody else be like me? And I know I had a taste of this. I went through that season of like, look at me, I'm so advanced and I'm learning so many things, and like, how come the people around me, and you know, my ex got a lot of that like flavor, like how come you're not just doing this and this, like this is what you need to do, and kind of like separating myself as if that were real. It's not fucking real. Love is the only thing that is real. Everything else is bullshit and illusion. Period, end of story. Which means separation, and which means like I'm like rising above mentally from everybody else. It's all bullshit. If you're implementing, you're messy as fuck. If you're just learning and then keeping everything nice and safe, you're lying to yourself and you're full of shit that you're evolving into a human being, that you're gonna get epic results, that you're gonna change the fucking world. That is not how you change the world. It's never going to happen. It's bullshit. So if you've been bullshitting yourself, that's okay. I bullshitted myself for a little bit too. Luckily, I had people who called my ass to more, and that's what I'm loving to do right now. I'm calling your ass to more. And the deal is that it's not gonna fucking work. And you need to like just, we're bursting that bubble, all the fucking bubbles around it too. Just fucking all the bubbles are all gone, okay? Now, what's gonna happen is you're gonna learn something and then you're gonna implement it, which means you're gonna do messy fucking shit. And when you're being messy as shit, you're not judging other people for not being as perfect as you are. That's not happening because you're just like, fuck, I'm messy, I need support. So then what do? This is something I just told my Diamond Girls, right? I told my Diamond Girls that I was considering running I got a dry skin, it's driving me nuts. I was considering running a group on teaching people how to be mentored appropriately. How can you show up in a way where you can get the maximum results from your mentors? Or from anybody who's like, it doesn't have to be a specific mentor, it can be anybody that's ahead of you that you're trying to learn from. And it's the same stuff, really. It's really this idea that you're regurgitating what you already know, but I tried this and I did this and this didn't work and that didn't work, and like, I don't want to fucking hear it. Shut up and go away with that stuff, because that's not you. That's not the powerful you. I don't know what that is, but I ain't trying to talk to that part of you. I'm trying to talk to the part of you who's like, this is what I know, this is what I'm fucking up, this is the area of my life that I need support with, this is what's working and I can continue to do that, but I'm really stuck at this one point right here, and this is what I know and this is what I don't know and I'm not clear on. That's how you get fucking epic results. That's how you get mentored. You want results? You have to be coachable. And in order to be coachable, you have to go and do the fucking work so that you have some kind of tangible results for people to coach you through. Like, I can't coach you through doing nothing. I can't coach you through telling me all the fucking shit that you're doing that's not working. That's not a thing. That's not anything. That's just excuses and bullshit. That's not real. What's real is you feel called to do something, you know, the area of your life that's sticky or messy, or that you're not showing up for. I mean, Facebook Lives, hi. Like, just Facebook Lives, out of the millions of things in our lives, like, people know that they could have a powerful business. They could hit multi 6 figures or even 7 figures really fucking short. My business is on track for 7 figures 3 years in. My 3rd fucking year. I was a nanny making $400 a week for 10 years. I had never been in business my whole fucking life, yet my business is on track for $1 million, for 7 figures, multiple 7 figures, we'll see. My 3rd year in, that's fucking insane. By the way, the fact that I can't own multiple 7 figures means that it won't be multiple 7 figures, and I still need to do my fucking work on that. Oh, I will go do the work on that. Okay, so to recap, Neuroscience says we learn a bunch of stuff, we absorb it into our brain, and if we don't implement, then we're gonna fritz and we're gonna shut down and we're gonna feel messy and overwhelmed. We're gonna wonder why we're doing that. Now, what I'm saying is that if you want to create epic fucking content and you want to be coachable as well, you want to like get the maximum amount of value. We have something called value exchange, right? So the human beings in your life, there's an exchange of value, right? And if there's not, then they shouldn't be in your fucking life. End of story. Like, I know that's a blunt thing to say, but I'm saying it because it's true. Okay, so there's a value exchange, right? So what's happening is we're going to learn something, we're gonna feel called to more, and then we're gonna show the fuck up, and we're gonna be messy as shit because you're messy when you're doing something new because it's new. You're stretching beyond what's familiar to you, so you're not gonna do it gracefully. And that's really epic because you wanna always be messy. That's why you hear really powerful people saying like everyone thinks you have your shit together, and like people say it to me all the time. They get on the phone for different things that happen, or they come to a live event and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. Like, you're so fucking amazing and yada yada. And like, I can't believe how powerful you are and blah, blah, blah. And they say all these things and I get it now. At first I was like, huh, like, I just didn't get it. Like, girl, if you knew me, like, no. Like, no. But now I finally figured it out. I feel messy as fuck, even though I accomplish a massive amount of shit every single day because I'm always stretching myself into that new space. I'm always pushing the boundary. I'm implementing. So if you want to create powerful fucking content, you learn something. You just learned a whole bunch of shit here today. You implement it into your life. You make an investment, you stretch yourself, you call the shit in, you do the thing until you get the fucking result. And in the meantime, you're gonna be really messy. Like, that's just what happens. Now, you do it until you implement the thing, until you get the fucking result, and then you teach all the lessons that you had along the way. You call your people out on their bullshit. You help them understand why the fuck they're experiencing what they're experiencing. Don't you want to know why you're stuck in the shit you're stuck in? Do you want to know why you don't have results in your business? Do you want to know why you're not making money? Do you want to know why you feel messy? Do you want to know why you feel overwhelmed? Do you want to know why you are terrified that you're not going to be able to pay your bills? Do you want to know why you ever go into the space of how do I know if this is going to work? Do you want to know why you feel scared to put anything on a credit card? Do you want to know why you feel like you don't have a powerful message every day? Do you want to know why you binge eat? Do you want, like, we want to know why? Why is this fucking happening? This is the why culture. We're the why fucking people. My mom told me when I was a kid, I was the why girl. You always want to know why, Mandy. Yeah, so does the rest of the world, by the way, Mom. So does everybody. We all want to understand why we feel the way we feel, why we're showing up the way that we're showing up. Why have I not broken through? Why do I not have the result that I'm looking for yet? And one of the biggest things that I see going on is people are absorbing information and they're not implementing it, and they're holding themselves back because they feel like they have to always look good. I have to be on point, and things can't be messy and things can't be ugly, and I can't expose my ugly shit because if I do, then people aren't going to want to be around me, or they're not going to want to be, friends with me, or they're not going to stay my client, or my business isn't going to work, or my team members. I went through that. Like, I'm so messy, and I thought like my team is going to think that they're allowed to be messy too, or I can't hire A players because they're going to be like, who's this chick leading the business? Like, that's how I felt. But what I realized is the reason I am so fucking messy is because I'm always implementing and allowing my shit to be seen and allowing whatever's coming up to be the thing that comes up. The work is the work. What is it going to take for you to have a 7-figure business online and be a thought leader in this industry? It's different for everybody. What your work is and what my work is and what her work is all different. When I first started, I didn't have a credit card to put shit on. I didn't have money in the bank or a savings account or a paycheck to even put into it. I was making $400 a week. My work was my work. What did it take for me to make my first investment? It took what it took. It took me doing live fundraisers and, going and doing the meetup groups and some of those panned out and some of them didn't. And it took me showing up every single day doing Facebook Lives, which is why I teach the Money Making Facebook Live program. Because hopping on a Facebook Live, you're going to get to know me faster than the only faster way for you to get to know me and hear my voice and learn from me and be present in my energy and feel that expansion that I throw your way because I'm calling you into my space. I'm rising you to the next level with me. I'm taking you with me. In a Facebook Live, the only other way is coming to one of my live events. And now most of my live events are closed off to my Diamond Mastermind girls. There's only one a year to do in person for now. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, right? Facebook fucking Lives. That's why I'm running the program. Hi. This is the fastest way for you to get results. It's the most powerful platform on the world. Like, it is the most powerful platform in the world. So if you haven't gotten massive results from your Facebook Lives, or you're wondering why you haven't been able to break through in your business, go to mandyperry.com and hop in the group. Now, for the rest of it, my whole point is that is what we're teaching our audience, right? And this is like $1 million advice that I'm giving you here right now. Multi-million dollar advice. massive, massive amounts of advice. They need to understand why they're experiencing what they're experiencing. That is everything. And then you are being your fucking self and letting them be around you. And that includes you being able to do it in a way where you're messy as fuck because you're pushing that boundary. You are leaping off the cliffs and you are expanding into next spaces. Your brain's only job is to get you to do whatever you did yesterday and the day before because it knows you're safe, but it doesn't know any better. It doesn't know the vision you have from your soul and what you're being called to and how you're going to become that person who created that dream life that you have, that you feel called to. Never mind. I can't even scroll out on 700 things. There's like 4 million things I want to teach you right now, but I can't. I'm going to stay on topic so that because I'm not going to do you see? Because I know that I'm going to overwhelm your brain. You're not going to be able to implement. So I'm just like 2 things I want you to know. Let's just like, if you heard nothing else, this is what I want you to know. The way to create powerful content every fucking day is by doing the work every day, allowing yourself to go into the messy spaces so that you can get the results. You do it until you invest whatever you need to. You show up however you fucking need to. You implement the shit that you're learning and you keep fucking implementing it until you fucking implemented it. Now you've implemented it and now you know the experience of what it took to get there. You have the result on the other side. You have the confidence that comes along with it. And now you can call their ass to more. And you do that by now you're creating epic content, right? And this is not, think about it. We're not talking about like, I have to wait until I make 6 figures or 7 figures until I can call them tomorrow. I'm talking about the small things. I'm talking about, are you showing up consistently on your Facebook Lives? Do you know how to sell and without feeling salesy, right? I sell the shit out of all my stuff. Get your ass in the Money Making Facebook Lives program because it's powerful and everybody got massive results. Get your ass in there. Why? Because I'm not worried about what you think about me selling. I'm worried about, hey, I know this program is going to blow people's lives up, and unless I tell you, how would you know? How do you know that you're going to get massive results in this program and that you're going to learn some like $1 million secrets on how to do this kind of thing, the very stuff that I did? You're not going to know unless I tell you. So I could be worried about me and what you're going to think about it, or I could just tell you because you deserve to know and you deserve the opportunity. It's just an opportunity, right? So like, are you showing up every single day and actually implementing the shit that you're learning so that you can get results and facing whatever the dark stuff is on the in-between that's stopping you from getting there? That's what the work is. So you can judge yourself for where you're at, or you can accept where you're at and really just be humble about it and just be like, okay, this is where I happen to be. Other people who start their first investment, they can just they just take the money out of their account. It's no big deal. That wasn't where I was. I was here. They were here financially for the investment. Now, for other things like my strength and my stamina, like I've been through so much fucked up shit in my life that my stamina and my being able to handle what comes my way is here. And they might have been here because maybe they, were a little bit entitled. Maybe their parents spoiled them a little bit. So my strength for that kind of bullshit and like being able to like take a hit and keep going and like my feet are planted was really fucking high. Doesn't matter. Do you see what I'm saying? Why are we judging ourselves? Whatever you're weak at, you're weak at. Whatever you're good at, you're good at. That was always meant to be the journey. You're exactly where you're meant to be. You're not any further ahead or any far behind. You're exactly where you're fucking meant to be. And there's things that you can do to implement right now. And as you do, and as you create the results, you will have powerful fucking shit to teach in your Facebook Lives, in your marketing, and in the shit that you sell, whether it's your one-on-one programs or your groups or your even your products. It's the same shit with products. You understand? In order for you to have felt worthy to be able to utilize and have the wisdom and knowledge of experiencing those things, that's the same shit that you pass down to your clients so that they can understand the value of the product. It's the same shit. You just happen to be the product for most of my audience, right? You're just the product. So what better way to create value of the product than for you to actually do the work and get the result on the other side, have that seasoned experience and be able to pass that fuck down. I was basically just born wanting to hand over anything I learned. I just wanted to tell people. It made my life easier and better. I just wanted everybody else to know. It's sort of just, I don't know, just born that way. And I think most of us are, right? I think we innately are good people that want to help other people, but we get caught up in the fear and we get caught up in the I have to look good and we get caught up in the story that like I'm gonna absorb the shit and then I'm gonna regurgitate it and like do that, right? Like, so if you've been learning and absorbing and you've been getting certifications and you've just been fucking learning, but you're not getting the results you want in life, this is the piece missing and this will change your fucking life, so don't ignore it. Write it down on a piece of paper. Do the work every day to have the results so I can teach it. That's what will create epic fucking content. Write it down, remind yourself, don't let it go off your radar. Put it on sticky notes on your fridge. Do a video of yourself. Do you know how many times when I have a huge aha and I can feel that fog rolling back in, I'll just whip out my phone and I'll videotape myself talking to myself, like 51 first dates. And I wake up in the morning and it's like, I know, I realized something, but I forget what it was. And then I watch my video. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, that's why this, that's why that. Why was I willing to do this? Why was I willing to hold on to this level of tension, right? Like when I'm making an investment, like the tension comes in. Like, what if I can't pull this off? What if I went too far this time? Why was I willing to do this? And I talk to myself and tell myself and fucking remind myself. That's it. So yes, I can teach you the strategy on how to create epic content every single day, where to organize it, where to put it. I teach all that shit, right? But really, I could teach you all of that. And if you weren't actually allowing yourself to be messy and allowing yourself to be in a space of tension, or, you know, make that investment, or, you know, allow yourself to be called to whatever the thing to it, where it's a space where you can't control it. I can't control the outcome. Good. You know, the fastest fucking way to make money? Put yourself in a position where you don't have any choice but to make the money. I just did it myself, so I don't fucking hear it. Yeah, I know it's scary. Yep. I know that you wonder if you're gonna be able to pull it off. Yep. And the whole while you're wondering that, you're growing and your ability to be able to handle tension grows. Like my goal is to be a woman who can make a $30 million decision like that. Like maybe a couple hours of squirreling out if it's about 30 million, right? But I want to be able to make that decision and handle being able to make that kind of decision. I couldn't, like right now, if I had to make that kind of decision, I'd probably throw up. Truly, I'd probably fucking throw up everywhere. But that's my goal. So that means I know and I'm aware that what's on my radar is every single circumstance that I put myself in where the tension is high and the what's it called? Not the consequence, but the stakes. The stakes are high. I'm building that strength. I'm strengthening myself to be able to handle making high stakes decisions, which is a skill that I feel called to have. So everything that happens and everything that comes up for you is a moment for you to be able to see it for what it is, where you're becoming the person it took to create your dream life, which is always what it was about. It was never about the result and getting there. It was always about the journey, and the journey really is about you becoming the human being that it took. So unless you're putting yourself in circumstances and situations where you're required to show up and where you're implementing and called to implement the things that you're learning, and you're letting it be your story that you're fucking teaching, you're not going to have powerful content. You're just going to regurgitate other shit. And you know what I love to say? Because I really believe this is true. I have no proof or evidence that this is true, but I just know it in my soul. All my clients, or not clients, actually, any human being who will take my stuff and just regurgitate it, they don't go through the process of actually implementing it and getting the result and then teaching it, they're just getting me more clients. So every time they do that, I know energetically they're just sending more fucking people my way, and I'm just making more money. And I'm like, God, cool. And knock it off. You need to implement that shit and get the result yourself, because I want to see you thriving and blowing up. The universe is sending me more than I could ever need. Life supports life. As I support you guys, I'm always well taken care of, and I fucking know it. I'm co-creating with the universe. It's your time. It's your turn to allow yourself to go into space of being fucking messy and showing up and doing scary things like the Facebook Lives, etc. And then allow yourself to grow and become the person it took. And now you're going to create powerful content. And you can do that every single day. That's a daily thing. How much stuff could you do today? Just today. How much stuff just fucking today could you do to move that dial 1% more, to implement something that you've already learned and is on your radar and you have not implemented? Just today. And tomorrow, your blog post and your Facebook Live will be about that shit, because you fucking implemented it. You felt the tension. You knew what it took to break through that. And now you have the confidence and the energy and all of the things that come with actually implementing the shit that you learn. And by the way, go in your fucking email and cancel everything that you don't need to be learning about right now. I don't care, like, well, in 4 years, I want to know what platform was the best for me to do this. Stop it. You want to know what platform to use? Whichever one you'll actually fucking get on the computer and use. That's the platform you should use. Cancel all your emails. Cancel all the fucking notifications from shit that you don't want. Highlight the ones of the notifications that you do want, that get you to focus on the thing that gets you to your goal right now. You can update that later. Once you reach the goal, how much fun is it to go and update your next goal and then the resources you have coming in for the next goal? Right? So right now, if your goal is to get your fucking business momentum and start making money and making sales and being able to have your clients have touch points, get on the fucking money making Facebook Live, mandyperry.com, and put everything else on pause. Learn how to show up, do powerful Facebook Lives, get that as a skill set in your body, and then we're done with that one. Now we're moving on to the next. That is a skill set that's in your back pocket now. Right? Now, what is the next one? Okay, now I need to learn how to do sales page. Great. So then we're going to do a sales page. You're going to learn how to do fucking sales pages and do it powerfully and do copy. And then you're going to put everything else on fucking hold. Then what I always teach my clients is you can do stuff on the side slowly. I'm gonna update my website. I'm gonna update my photos. I'm gonna learn how to run Instagram and do Instagram stories. Great, do those things on the side, but that is not the fucking priority. That is what you're doing on the side after you've shown up and implemented the shit that you're learning for the thing that's on your radar for your most powerful goal. This is my goal. This is the shit I'm doing to be messy and stretch myself and go to the next fucking level. And this is the stuff I'm doing slowly on the side after I've done my power moves about that. So now you go to sleep knowing I just did my power moves for my most powerful goal. I'm reaching my fucking goals. I have powerful fucking content to create for my clients and my audience and a deep message and truth and confidence that come with it. And in the meantime, I'm banging out this other shit to keep building my business and I'm just checking these off the list. That feels really good. That is a really awesome way to go to sleep. You hear me? You deserve that. You just deserve it. So I feel like this is all perfect timing. It's so weird that this message came up. Because it's, right after New Year's, and this is when everybody starts fading off of the excitement of the New Year's goal and et cetera, et cetera. Like, great, maybe your New Year's goal can be to implement the shit that you learn and to be mature enough and have enough discipline to not be learning a bunch of shit that has nothing to do with anything. Like, stop it. You need to be disciplined enough to sit down and get really clear what the thing is you're trying to fucking learn right now. It's amazing to me when people have all these money stories and they know it. They know they have these money patterns. And then I ask what they're learning about, what they're spending their time learning about, and they tell me all this fucking other crazy shit. Oh, I'm learning how to ferment whatever foods, and I'm learning how to, do IGTV, and I'm learning how da-da-da-da. Why? You're telling the whole world to fuck off because you don't want to make money because you have money stories, but you're doing all these things to try to set an environment where you wouldn't have money stories, but you're not working on your money story. Or I'm terrified of judgment and people are going to judge me and I'm afraid I'm going to look stupid on my Facebook Live and I don't know what to say and, it's uncomfortable and whatever. Like, okay, great. Are you doing a Facebook Live training where you're learning how to be your fucking self and like own the Facebook Live space and sell the shit out of it and make epic amounts of money? No. This doesn't take rocket science, and I'm not judging you because I was so that girl as well. Like, this took time for me to learn this. But when you say it out loud, it's kind of hilarious. Like, it fucking sounds funny that we have like this, like I was bulimic for 21 years, right? Do you think at any time during that 21 years, I found resource to help me? It was the most painful thing in my life. Do you think I called in resource for it? No. I did everything but call in resource for the bulimia that I was struggling with. Oh, I finally did try to call it in and I couldn't find it later on in the years before I really I healed through it through some non-relevant events. I healed through it, but this is what we do. My marriage is suffocating me. Great. Are you in therapy? Are you in a relationship counseling? Are you reading books on how to stop? Because trust me, if you're in a suffocating marriage where both of you are just beating the shit out of each other and it doesn't feel good, do you think you're going to show up powerfully in your business and create epic results? No. If you're binge eating and then you have sugar crashes and then you feel like shit and you're bloated in the morning, do you think you're going to get up and work out and have the energy and zest for life to fucking create a powerful life? No. So can we please just fucking let the thing be the thing, let the work be the work, stop judging ourselves and dive into the shit that's going to get us powerful results right fucking now, and let that actually matter, and let whatever the work be, let the work be, so that we get to the place where we did it until I got the result. I did it until I got the result. Maybe the work took me a fucking year. I don't know. I would say my battle with rescuing people and feeling like it's my job to rescue anyone, it's been years of me continuously pulling in resource and continuously finding out every time I thought I'm past it, nope, there's more to be healed. There's more to work through. I could judge myself for that, will just waste more fucking time. I might as well just go rescue people if I'm going to judge myself for it. Or I can just recognize oh, there's another piece being healed. There's another piece strengthening. There's me getting to even more of a level. And someday I'm going to be one motherfucking powerful voice around how to not rescue people. I'm already getting there. I already think I have a pretty powerful voice around it, but someday I am going to be the boss. I am going to be the fucking boss. I'm going to be the go-to person around how to not fucking rescue people and how to actually create a powerful space where people are required to show up, because it's just relentless learning for me. So everything that could possibly happen to somebody who's learning to go through this journey has fucking happened to me, right? So I can teach this in a really powerful way. And trust me, I've made some big mistakes. I've messed shit up, literally even called people into my business. I used my business to rescue people. Guess how that felt? It set me back months, and I could be frustrated and mad about that, or I can just be like, okay, that was part of the journey for me to learn. I let myself be fucking messy. I made big mistakes and was like, oh, okay, lesson learned. Now I know that is a boundary that I have, and I will not make that mistake again. And I can see when my clients are doing it now. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it all really does contribute, and it all will help you get to that next level in that space. And this is the mature way to do it. Do you know what the opposite of this is? The opposite is, I'm going to keep absorbing a bunch of shit to make me feel like I'm doing work, make me feel like I'm doing something to grow and change the world. Then I'm going to regurgitate it, and I'm just going to regurgitate it all over the place to my audience. I'm going to do webinars and in Instagram stories, and I'm going to do blogs, and I'm going to do Facebook Lives, and I'm going to do everything where I'm regurgitating all this information and nothing sells. And I'm like, why isn't it selling? So then I'm going to constantly, then I'm going to have other people in my life and peers and mentors and you know, people doing the same thing. And I'm going to talk about, but I already tried this, and I tried everything, and I'm doing this, and this is so hard, and I can't, and I don't know why it's working. And that's the whole story of your whole fucking life, and you'll go to the grave living that way. Congratulations. Not fucking worth it. You can if you want to, you're allowed to. I mean, nobody's stopping you, but I don't know why the fuck you'd want that. The alternative is put your ass in a position where you're required to show the fuck up based on the thing that's on your radar that you know will get you the most powerful fucking results. And then let yourself stay in that space until you get the result and stop judging the process. That's how you're going to get the fastest accelerated results. That right there. Accept what is, surrender to whatever the lesson is, learn the fucking lesson, grow into the woman it took to create the life and the result, and then bask in the result, and then fucking teach your audience, shout it from the rooftops and call their ass to more. This is a powerful way to live. And when you're 95 and you look back at living that way, you will be super happy that you did. There will be nothing about that you regret, or nothing about that you're like, oh, like I'm confused. No, the fuck you're not. You're not confused. You're undisciplined. And you're undisciplined because your brain is fried because you keep absorbing so much shit without implementing it. Maybe you're not broken. Maybe it's actually just brain science that you needed to know. So congratulations, now you know. Now you've got all the information. Do you see what I'm saying? So, okay, I recapped? Did I finish my recap? I don't remember, so I'm going to recap right now. Number one, if you are trying to build your business and you want accelerated results in the most powerful platform ever, go to mandyperry.com and sign the fuck up for the Money Making Facebook Lives. Everybody flipped the fuck out and got massive results. Number two, and it's all in a membership area, by the way, guys. So you can join the private group and you can access the live Q&A with me, and you can ask me any questions. But if you prefer to just have the membership area, you don't have to join the Facebook group. You just, you just watch all the videos in the Facebook and in the membership. Okay. Number two is, if you would like to create powerful fucking content every single day, you need to actually implement the shit that you're learning, allow yourself to be messy, do it until, put your ass in a position where you're required to show up so that you do it until, and you can't get out of it, right? And then teach the shit that you fucking learned and speak to your audience with wisdom and actual experience based on the thing. And trust me, you will have a fucking powerful message. And I just want to repeat, this doesn't mean you have to have a 7-figure business in order to teach. I'm talking about, when you had the discipline to get up and work out and eat healthy and then have patience with your children, and you're a health coach and you had the discipline to have patience with your children, which gave you confidence to then show up in something else. And like, you just taught that message that day because you fucking showed up and you were messy and you fucking did it and you got the result from it. It doesn't have to be some huge thing. It's the act of implementing the things that you learn that will give you the powerful message. End of story. And nobody's ever fucking taught that. I've never heard that. That is all mine. I'm very fucking proud of that too. And I'm really glad that I got to share it in a Facebook Live and not in a paid program too, because I feel like that is one of the smartest things I've ever fucking said in my whole life. Ever. Seriously. With all the brain knowledge that I have and the experience that I have and what I've watched everybody do, I just wish that I had been saying this all along, but I just figured it out today, how to teach it. I figured out how to teach it today. It's one thing to know something and to have it going on in your life. It really is another skill set to be able to teach it in a way where other people can understand it. So I'm very happy that I can now teach this to you guys today. Okay. I think that's everything. That's it. This makes sense to you guys. Send me some love and hearts if it makes sense to you guys. Please share this message if you got value from it so that people can find me and they can learn from my voice, because I know what it feels like. Most of the people in my life that I've been able to learn from have been shared from people around me who weren't afraid to share it. Let me know if you have any questions or ahas. I do usually go through the comments, and yeah. And I recommend writing this down and posting it everywhere in your fucking house, because literally I've never taught anything that is more of a life changer and a game changer than this right here. Also, just so you guys know, for any new people, if you go on my website, mandyperry.com, and you go up top, I don't know if it says free stuff or whatever it is. But I do have free trainings up there for everybody. So there's like 3 free trainings up there that you can dive right into right away. And then you'll get on my email list. We send out my favorite blogs, go out in the email list, and then you'll always know what's coming up next and what new announcements I have, when the live event is, you know, the free trainings that I'm running. Sometimes we announce Facebook Lives on there. I try to, but I usually never remember. I'll get better at that or have my team do that. And that is all. I'll see you, the rest of you, in the Money Making Facebook Lives. If you're not crushing it and making sales from Facebook Lives, you need to be in the fucking Money Making Facebook Lives group. It's stupid, stupid cheap right now compared to the value that you're gonna get from it is insane. I have payment plans, everything in there. So if you're not literally getting massive, awesome results from your Facebook Lives, get in the group, period, end of story. People got such epic results in there and everybody freaked out about it. And so I brought it back for you guys, okay? I love you very much. Have a fantastic day. Leave me a comment below. Share the video. I'll see you guys in the Money Making Facebook Lives program. Okay, love you.